What is up, guys? It's Matt here from SupFit Nutrition, doing another great video, as y'all know. Alright, so a quick overview. Intermittent fasting is basically fasting for an intermittent period of time. Usually people do around 6 to 8 hours. So that's basically what I'll be doing. I'll be pushing off my food for around 6 to 8 hours before I eat, so I can eat larger meals and also just kind of enjoy some more food that I like to fit into my macros. So my macros right now are 200 grams of protein, 250 grams of carbs, and 55 grams of fat. So that is what I'm eating right now to currently try and lose weight. Unfortunately, today I woke up at around 184.2, which is a little bit higher than I would like to usually wake up, but it is what it is. I haven't messed up or anything, so just consistently sticking to my diet. Hopefully that weight will eventually just drop down. It is currently about 7 o'clock, so we're going to get the day rolling. And one of my first tips whenever you first start the day out is just start chugging water. So usually I have about 2 of these bottles right here of water, and usually that fills up my stomach. No calories until about 12, 1 o'clock, somewhere around there. So like I said, at 7 o'clock, we are actually heading to class. I have at 8 a.m., which is super unfortunate. But we are going to class right now, and then once we get done with classes, we will have our first meal. But right now, we are going to class. Okay guys, so another tip that I like to give whenever you're fasting, whenever you're trying not to be so hungry within these 6 to 8 hour windows of not eating, is to drink caffeine. So I have a Monster right here. A lot of people drink coffee. I would probably recommend coffee over Monsters, but what this does is it kind of gets your mind off of food. You don't have to worry about it so much. It gives you that external energy that is not from food. It's basically from another source. So caffeine is an awesome way to go to kind of push your fast, especially in the mornings when you're tired like me. I only got like 4 hours of sleep because I have at 8 a.m. and I had to wake up at 6. And the worst part is it's Friday. I didn't even tell y'all that, but it is Friday. So Friday, 8 a.m. we are getting it done. Drink this up, and then we are going to class. First one to class, overachieving. Alright guys, so I'm finally having my first meal. It took me forever because I took a nap for like 3 hours when I got home. So it's currently like 5 o'clock when I'm having my first meal right here. And what this is it is 6 ounces of chicken with 4.5 cups of broccoli. So basically just a whole pack of frozen broccoli. This is going to come out to like 350 calories or something like that. This basically, I'm just having kind of like my volume meal, a big meal just to kind of hold me over until I eat my pre-workout meal. So also to get in some micronutrients and things like that. So like I said, 350 calories. This is going to be my first meal at 5 o'clock. Big meal, a lot of protein. And also I put sriracha and what is that, butter spray on it, just to make it taste a little bit better. But check this out. I am playing the new Destiny, and this is Destiny 2. I pre-ordered it. The only problem is, like, I don't know how to pause the game, so like I just have to sit here dead while I eat my food. So it is what it is. This is the first meal, and then after this I will show you my meal 2 before we go work out. Alright guys, so this is the pre-workout meal. What we have is just a stack of rice cakes and 9 ounces of chicken. It's currently like 7 o'clock, so gonna go work out around 8. Alright guys, so I am back from the gym, and I am ending off my night with my last meal. This can be my 3rd meal. So what I'm having right here is 2 pints of Halo Top. I have the red velvet and the peanut butter cup. And then I'm also having one of these Lemon Larry cookies. This is the white chocolate macadamia nut. I've been craving some cookies, so I'm gonna have, like, you know, a little bit better alternative. So this is gonna end off the night. I'm also gonna have a scoop of protein with some almond milk just to fill in some more protein and fats. I'm gonna put all my macros for the day up on the screen, and I hope you can just kind of gauge. This is just my macros. This is not what you should follow to lose weight or anything like that. I just want to kind of talk a little bit on intermittent fasting. Intermittent fasting is basically, you know, just pushing your meals off throughout the day, kind of 6 to 8 hours, just something like that, fasting for just a period of time. So I want to talk about like the pros and cons of intermittent fasting. So some of the pros are people that are really busy. You know, it's awesome. It's an awesome way to, you know, not have to worry about food in the mornings, just drinking water, drinking coffee, things like that, and not having to worry about your food. Someone like me, when I have really early classes, I can just wake up, I can go to class, I can knock out my classes, and then come home and have my meals. So I really don't have to worry about it. Also, people that like larger meals, that's another thing. So if you do like larger meals, and you like to eat a lot more volume and things like that, these are really good ways to go, just pushing off your meals and stuff like that. And another thing is, it's kind of good for health. A lot of studies have shown it increases insulin sensitivity and other things like that, simply because you're not eating, you know, carbohydrates, or your body's not processing food, you know, those 16 hours of the day that you are awake, or things like that. So those are some of the pros. Some of the cons are that you do get you do get very hungry throughout the day. And a lot of times, some people, when they get hungry, they can't control themselves, so they end up, you know, eating something, and then they feel like they've ruined their diet for the day, and then they, you know, they go off on binges and stuff like that. That I've experienced that personally, but now that I've become more controlling of myself, or I've gained more self-control, I can do certain things now and not have to worry about it too much. And then the other thing is that it does increase the size of your stomach. So, you know, when you're eating larger meals, especially when you're in a deficit, you go for very, very voluminous foods. So you get used to eating really, really big meals. So what that means is, once you start going back to, you know, eating regular meals, you really want those large meals to fill your stomach. So unfortunately, sometimes you don't get enough. So those are some of the cons. I mean, you can take it with a grain of salt. Intermittent fasting isn't for everybody. I like to do it, like I said, every now and then if I am busy in the mornings and things like that. So that is all for me. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please don't forget to like my stuff up, comment, subscribe. Y'all be cool, and remember, lift is life.
Yeah, I'm on my night job, time's getting hard, so we moving day to day.